What is up, everybody? It's Mask Grinder back with yet another video. In this video, we're going to be doing Clash Royale tier list, but this is going to be a bit different. Instead of a normal tier list, we're going to be doing the best cards for every single ELIXIR from 1 up to 9. So, this is a different kind of tier list, so if you like this kind of unique content, please make sure to like and subscribe and click the notifications if you want to see more videos. I post Clash Royale, Brawl Stars, and Roblox content, so your support means a lot to me. Okay, so we're going to start with one ELIXIR, and it's going to be Larry's. So the reason why these Larry's edge out the Spirits, which are the only one ELIXIR cards, is because it's one of the best bait cards in the game, other than the Ice Golem. So it can distract cards for like up to 5 seconds if you place it properly, and those 5 seconds can be pivotal to cycle back to a card that can actually defend them. On top of this, Larry's itself, with the Princess Tower, can kill Bandit and Mini P.E.K.K.A. Going on to number 2, we have um we have Barbarian Barrel. So Barbarian Barrel, this might be up for a debate, but I think Barbarian Barrel is better than Log because even though it's not as wide as Log and can't cover as many cards, it still does splash, and on top of this, it is a total counter for many cards. First of all, Witch. If you use the barrel to get her skeletons and then go right on the witch is dead. And on top of that with Wizard. All these annoying cards that you placed off to the side to defend pushers, Barbarian Barrel completely counters them, which is why it's the best 2 ELIXIR card. Moving on to the best 3 ELIXIR card is Golden Barrel. So this is our first win condition. And I think Golden Barrel is one of the better win conditions in the game because it's it's really good for chip damage. It's often underestimated, but like if not disturbed, it can do like 800 damage, even more on the tower. And even if people have Log or Barbarian Barrel or whatever, you can just cycle back to the Goblin Barrel because it's generally used in cycle decks, and it's a cycle card, only being 3 ELIXIR. Moving on to 4 ELIXIR, we have Dark Prince. Okay, so Dark Prince may be a bit of a surprise because it's like it's never been like too much of a meta card, but the thing I really like about Dark Prince is that it can just be used for so many things. It's a really good defender. It can defend Witch, it can defend Wizard, it can defend Valkyrie, it can defend Swarms, it can basically defend everything. And also on top of this, it's really good at attacks too. Like it can be used as a straight up attacker that can just rush the tower and like do some damage, or it can be used as an attacker and also one that protects another card because it's kind of like putting like a P.E.K.K.A. in a Valkyrie. Um, the Valkyrie like kills the swarms. The Dark Prince is similar to that. Double Prince decks are also completely dominating the meta, which is why I think Dark Prince is one of the best. Sorry, the best for ELIXIR card in the game. So for number 5, we're gonna have to go with Archer Crane. Like this, really, I don't know if this is a surprise to anybody, but I really don't think it should. Archer Crane is the best champion, and champions are like really good cards. But that's not enough explanation. It's like the Archer Crane, without the ability, it's generally placed off to the side to do damage, like while a push is happening. It can also be used. It can also be used defensively, but that's really good because it's like Wizard, but like better. But the best part of it is it's one ELIXIR move that makes it go invisible, and it does like this completely awesome move that does like a ton of damage. So let me explain this a bit better. The Archer Crane goes invisible, kind of like the Royal Ghost. Like nobody can see it, but it attacks. So let's say someone's placing a prince, right? And you place an Archer Queen, you have the one ELIXIR move. You click the one ELIXIR move, and then the prince won't see the Archer Queen. The Archer Queen will then proceed to do a ton of damage, and it just completely wipes pushes, and it's just such a great card. So going on to 6 ELIXIR, we are going to be using, where is it? Oh, here they are. Okay, so all of that to find the elite Barbs. Okay, so this may come as kind of like an insult to people because elite Barbs are kind of hated in the game. They can be countered by so many things. Like it's easy to like misdirect them. But let me remind you that there isn't very many 6 ELIXIR cards in the game. Like, there's Rocket, there's like Expo, but there's Royal Giant, which isn't good anymore. But out of this, I would say that Elite Barbs are the best because they can be countered really easily. But if they connect on the tower, like if you use them correctly when the other opponent's low ELIXIR, it's like a tower, it's like a win. On top of this, they're really good defensive cards. Like, they can beat up all the giants, they can beat up tanks, well, kind of. They can just beat up so many things. It's also really good in cycle decks with Zap, because, like, if they place a swarm, the Zap kills it. And it's just generally a pretty good card. Like, it's not the best, but it's the best 6 ELIXIR card. So moving on to 7 ELIXIR. There aren't many 7 ELIXIR cards in the game, but I would have to say that Mega Knight is the best 7 ELIXIR card. So the thing about Mega Knight is that it's just such a versatile card. Like, you use it on defense, right? To like kill a swarm or like kill a push or whatever. And then it counterattacks onto offense, which just makes it so good because it can defend a push and attack and be the attack of a push at the same time, which just makes it such a good card. It's also pretty hard to defend, as does splash damage, and it reminds me a lot of Dark Prince. Moving on to 8 ELIXIR, we are going to have to put that as where is it? Um let's just find it real quick. Okay, there it is. Golem. So again, there's not very many 8 ELIXIR cards. There's just really Golem and where is it? E Giant. But uh oops, sorry about that. My bad. Let's go back to Jan 2020. Okay. So sorry about that. So the thing about Golem is that it's simple. It's just really hard to defend if you put it in the back. So putting Golem in the back and maybe putting a support card, like maybe even Dark Prince if you want to cycle back to that. It's just such a hard card to defend as, because it's really tanky and you're not just gonna bridge spam it, like you need like something to kill swarms. Tanks find a hard time killing it. And even when you kill it, it splits into those two little golem thingies, and those generally connect with the tower. Like, if you play them properly, if you play the golem properly with a support card, those two little things will be on the tower. But golem isn't overall like the greatest card. It's the only reason that I really put it there is because there's really like, what is there, two 8 ELIXIR cards? There's E Giant and there's that. So forgive me if you don't agree with me, but yeah. And for 9 ELIXIR, there's only one card, Triple Musketeers, which aren't very good. Like, I mean, they're decent at defense, but they're basically Fireball, Rocket Valley, whatever. Okay, everybody, that is the end of the video. Please hit the like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, all the support. It just makes my day. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.